to be t5 minus t4. If the examiner say 6 seconds, t6 minus t5. Are you seeing what I'm trying to give you more examples on that? So 30 seconds, it's not just put it here and go your way. You have to express it like this. 30 seconds means t3 minus t2. So we are going to have it now. Half times 6 times the whole of this is 9 minus 4. 3 square is 9. 2 square is 4. Subtract 4 from 9. We have 5. So 2 here 1, 2 in 6, 3. So what we are having here left for distance now will be 3 times 5, which is what? 15 meters. That is the value for the distance. Question number 5. The velocity v of a particle in a time t is given by equation v equal to 10 plus 2t squared. Find the instantaneous acceleration after 5 seconds. That is, time is 5 seconds. What are we going to do to this? To get acceleration, we have something we call derivative. If you are familiar with your mathematics under differentiation, you remember that? Differentiation, where we have where you are calculating for velocity now, you are going to have ds dt. If you are calculating for acceleration, you are going to have dv dt. You understand those things? That is what we want to use now. So to get acceleration is going to be the derivative of this v. It's going to be dv dt. That is, we are going to differentiate this function with respect to what? To time. Differentiating this function with respect to time. So what are we going to do to that? It's going to be, when we are, let us, we want to differentiate this function now. Differentiating a constant will be 0. So this is 0. Constant, generally, when you are differentiating a constant, it is 0. This one now, you are using your power to multiply the coefficients, which is 2t. Then we are going to have, then you are going to be, your power will be minus 1. This will go to what? 1, 2t. So acceleration now is equal to 2t. You get that? They now say at t to be 5 seconds, a will now be equal to 2 times 5. And that will be what? 10 meters per second squared. Simple. Because of this question, I will bring out another question for you to get it properly. Because a question like this can be asked from you. And if you should have something like this, it should be a bonus mark for you. So let's consider question number 6. The distance x, capital X, in meters, traveled by an object in t seconds is given by s is equal to 2t raised to the power 3 plus 5t plus 100. Find its velocity after 5 seconds and acceleration in the 4th seconds. We are looking for the velocity. We are also looking for acceleration. Let's start. This is a function, as I have told you. To get the velocity from here now, we are going to differentiate this function with respect to time. What are we doing now? Look at this. Velocity will be equal to ds, differentiating this function with respect to time. We call it a derivative. How do we do that? You are going to differentiate this. If you are differentiating this, you are going to have 6t raised to the power 2. You may be thinking, how do we get this one? use this power to multiply this. 3 times 2, 6. T. After you have multiplied it, then whatever the power you are having here will be minus 1. So if you remove 1 from 3, plus the power here is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. T. Then we are going to have 1 minus 1. It will give you what? 0. That is t is to the power 0. And the law of indices says anything is to the power 0 is what? Is 1. Automatically this t will go. Whenever you are differentiating a constant, an ordinary number is automatically 0. So this is the derivative of this function now to get velocity t. So, but the question says find its velocity after 5 seconds. We are going to say velocity after 5 seconds, which is going to be v is equal to 6 into 5 squared plus 5. 6 times 25 plus 5. Okay? And what will be the value of 6 times 25? Let's see what will be the value of that. 6 times 25 will give us 150 plus 5. It will be 155 meter per seconds. Woman figure 1. Take woman figure 2 now, because it is divided into 2 parts. And acceleration in the 4th seconds. Hey, please take note of this. The same function we are dealing with, the same function we are trying to calculate velocity, we are still going to use the same function to get acceleration. Good. Acceleration is dv dt. And you remember what we are having here is for phi. So we are going to differentiate this one the second time. Let's see. 2 times 6, 12. T. This one will turn to what? 0. That's 12 t. Calculate the acceleration in the 4th seconds. You remember the one we do the other time, they say 3rd seconds. This is 4th seconds. Implies that it means T4 minus T what? T3. Don't just use 4 and go your way. You will miss it. T4 minus T3. So the acceleration will now be equal to 12 times bracket 4 squared minus 3 squared. Which is going to be 12 times 16 minus 9. If we remove 9 from 16, we have 7. Multiply 12 by 7. What we are having in this place is 84. This is acceleration, meter per second squared. So by now, the value for velocity is 155 meter per second. For acceleration is 84 meter per second. The examiner can ask you, calculate the velocity and acceleration respectively. Automatically, we are calculating the two. That is how the question will be answered if you come across anything like that. Let's consider question number 7. The question says, what is the acceleration between 2 points on a velocity time graph which has a coordinate? This is the coordinate. We have 10 seconds, 15 meter per seconds. That's the first coordinate. And we have 20 seconds, Then we have 35 meter per second. We have to calculate the acceleration. And if you remember that acceleration is equal to velocity over time. In this case, we are given a particular value for velocity and time. This one will be your V1, this is your T1, this is your V2, this is your T2. This one can be written as V2 minus V1, change in velocity, T2 minus T1, which is equal to 35 minus 15 divided by 20 minus 10, which is equal to, if you subtract this one from here, we have 35 minus 15, we are going to have 20 divided by 2, which is equal to 10 meter per second squared. That is the acceleration. That's question number 7. Let's consider question number 8. Question number 8. The question says, if a body of mass m in kilogram